Thank you guys. I'm really happy to be here, and I'm just sitting in this room and thinking one of my most favorite parts about swimming, especially being involved as many years as I have, is walking into a room and seeing so many familiar faces, seeing friends that I haven't seen for a while, and just reconnecting with folks that I've traveled around the world with on swim teams, people that I've swam with over the years, and it's just a great sense of community and a place to get together and have a great time. So my story began many years ago now. It's been 15 years. I was actually born what we call able-bodied, and my disability was acquired when I was 18. I contracted a very rare form of meningitis called meningococcal meningitis, and it was a life-threatening disease potentially, but I survived, and as a result of surviving my illness, I had lasting amputations. So parts of my arms are both amputated, as you can very easily see, below the elbow. So I have both of my elbows, and parts of my legs were amputated like right through the knee. So if you can imagine, at 18, you know, I had this new body, I had survived this illness, and I was ready to kind of start my life over again. And for me, growing up, I was very involved in sports. I played basketball, I did softball, I did diving. I think we actually had a diver around in the audience. Woo, diver. So I was looking for a way to get back to who I was before I had this illness that changed my life. And going back to school was a big part of that, but also finding a way to get in touch with my body again and to be involved in sports and be involved in a community. And I got a call from someone from the Challenged Athletes Foundation, one of the founding board members, and they said, hey, come out to our event. We have this event that happens in La Jolla Cove. It's called the Triathlon Challenge. Come on out, check it out, and see what it's about. So I went down there and I was blown away. There was all kinds of athletes with disabilities, able-bodied athletes participating in a half Ironman triathlon, which is a pretty big event. And people coming in and out of the water, hopping on their bikes, hopping on into their running shoes, into their running legs, and I was just changed forever. And so I met Alan Poissard, who became my coach that day, and he said, hey, my name's Alan. If you've ever met Alan, he says that all the time. And I had my mom drive me right to Sports Chalet right after I got my first suit and was in the water, I think, within a week. And so Challenge Athletes became a big part of my being introduced back into sports. I applied for a grant, and I was given a grant to help get swimming prosthetics that was going to make me even more agile in the water. So this is part of my swimming prosthetics that I use. I call these my fins or my flippers. So I use these when I swim in the ocean to help me combat the current and some of the waves. I don't use these in the pool because when you're swimming for the Paralympics, they don't allow you to wear any attachments. So I went back, and that next year I was able to participate with the athletes that I had watched doing the Triathlon Challenge the year before. I was excited to be and nervous to be part of it and be in the water, and that kind of launched my swimming career. I took place in events like you all are here today to learn about how to get some coaching tips from some world-class coaches and athletes. I enrolled in local participation meets and then got qualified for regionals and nationals and eventually made the Paralympic team. So it's been a real incredible journey. I've since retired from the Paralympics some years ago, but I still enjoy swimming. I still enjoy being a part of the community and having an outlet to get great exercise to take care of my body and just be a part of something that's bigger than my world every day.